Good morning, church family. I bring a message for all God's children today on this wonderful Transfiguration Sunday, the day when the disciples would witness the ordinary, everyday image of Jesus be transformed into something magnificent, something extraordinary. Now, I have a personal story I want to share with you that I don't think can compare, but maybe will be an illustration to give you just a glimpse of what this moment was like. About 6 years ago, I had the great opportunity to go to Europe with my wife and my father-in-law, my brother-in-law and his wife. It was a wonderful vacation. We got to tour Germany and Austria and got to go into Hungary. And our trip ended with a visit to Venice, Italy. And there in Venice, we had the great opportunity to go and see St. Mark's Basilica, which is an over 1,000-year-old church. And this was just an incredible trip and a wonderful experience. And my father-in-law surprised us. He got us our very own docent to tour us through the basilica. Now, up until this point, I had no idea what a docent was. Anybody know? It's not just a tour guide. Good, we got smart people in the group. I knew we did. Not just a tour guide, something next level, an educator, a leader, somebody called to serve an institution like a museum or a historical site like a 1,000-year-old church, to lead a group around and share with them insights that they otherwise would not know. So our docent was particularly remarkable, and she toured us around, and at the end of the tour, we had the very special access and a wonderful privilege. We got to come up to the altar, and there behind the altar was a wooden partition. Rather unremarkable. I really don't remember that much about it. It was just an old wooden facade behind us. But what was behind it, I will never forget. So the docent led us around to the back of the partition, and there we saw something miraculous. It was covered in thousands of dazzling jewels. We're talking emeralds and rubies and sapphires and diamonds, all laid out in a mural that depicted the Gospels. And that was surely amazing. And the docent told us that the reason why it was hidden from view of the congregation was because it would be turned around on special occasions so that everybody could see occasions such as Christmas and Easter. And I wonder, maybe even Transfiguration Sunday, the day when Peter, James, and John, who Jesus took with him up to the mountain to pray. And it says in Luke chapter 9, starting in verse 29, and while Jesus was praying, the appearance of his face changed, and his clothes became a dazzling white. Something I'm sure even more spectacular than thousands of jewels. Now, our congregation, like most all congregations, doesn't have priceless gems hiding behind the altar. But our congregation does have what what all congregations do, and that's Jesus. And that's a room full of docents, people like you and I, called to love, called to serve, and called to lead others to the glorious, amazing grace of Jesus Christ. Amen.